everybody. Welcome to No Blues News. I'm Hallie Pilot Young, and I hope you're having a great week. Hopefully, it's about to get even better after watching some news without the blues. Today's newscast is brought to you by the Germinal Group, and with the presenting sponsor of each newscast, I like to highlight not just the sponsoring business, but the story of the people behind that business. Julian Germinal did not have the easiest childhood, but with resilience and love, he did not let his past define his future.
This is the only picture Julian Germinal has ever seen of himself as a baby.
You've seen the commercials about kids in third world countries, where their stomachs are like huge. Pretty much like that.
He was born in a small town in Haiti into a life of poverty and hunger, the first of many challenges he would face.
Because, we came here, I didn't speak English, so we was like getting really bullied. It was really no escape. Like I'd have to go to school and deal with all that stuff, and then come back home and deal with like worse things.
Through the end of high school, he was in and out of the foster care system and group homes.
And then I ended up getting kicked out again. And then that's when like my whole homeless path was like started too.
He was homeless for nearly 2 years and a student athlete on top of it.
Throughout the whole time, football was what kept me out of trouble.
That and his high school sweetheart, Kate. Now his wife and mom to their 3 boys.
Based on what we were going through, I'm like, it can't be that hard to love your kids correctly. And I wanted to see if it was. So I'm like, I'm going to have me some kids, and I know I'll love them much better than what I felt like I was being loved.
Julian says his dad told him he'd never get anywhere in life, and he made it his mission to prove him wrong.
I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life, was be a business owner, but I just was also scared of like being on my own and not being able to provide.
Now, as a business owner, he does commercial real estate and Kate residential, and their kids are what he works for.
When I look at my kids, it's just like grateful. I'm like grateful that I get to have kids and use them as a motivation factor to do better and be better.
And has to remind himself often that little Julian would be really proud.
Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, but it always ends up getting better. Love you, buddy.
Julian and Kate's 3 sons are Emerson, Kaysen, and the newest little guy you saw is named Crimson. She was CNN's 2015 Hero of the Year, and with good reason. Maggie Doyne used her babysitting money as a teen to start BlinkNow, a nonprofit that helps provide a better life for women and children in Nepal.
I was in Nepal with a friend who was a Nepali refugee, and I came across a dry riverbed where children were breaking rocks. And our journey started by giving kids education, getting them out of, the bad situations that they're in, breaking rocks, child labor.
She used her $5,000 of babysitting savings to buy land and has since built a school, a group home, and women's empowerment center. She also is the official adoptive mother of 50 Nepalese children. Amazing. Maggie says that journey started with a little girl just looking at her and saying, "Namaste." There's a place where that mantra of peace rings true every Tuesday and Saturday at Yoga by the Bay with Erin.
These are the sounds of Yoga by the Bay with Erin.
Kindness starts with you.
Every Tuesday and Saturday.
It's a very selfish reason. I do it because it just lights me up.
During the pandemic, when we couldn't change our circumstances, Erin Hurter took some of that power back.
Couldn't control what was going on in our world, but we can control how we were going to react to it. And I just said, you know what, let's meet at the park. Let's meet at the park and let's heal.
It started with just a couple dozen yogis, and 3 years later,
a couple of hundred people here.
Lisa Hegg has been coming since the beginning.
Erin's messages are just so positive and inspiring.
And it's 100% free.
The one thing that I ask of everyone that attends is to do one random act of kindness a day.
A small price of admission with far-reaching effects.
We can change and have a positive change to the world, and that just fills my heart.
Erin cultivates an environment where everyone is welcome, even those with 4 legs.
I mean, you see everything, people walking dogs. There have been people with birds. I mean, just like a wide range of things that just, it's even bigger than the yoga. It's fantastic.
Many see yoga as just a workout, but Erin reminds us the benefits go far beyond the physical.
It teaches us to be present and just to be able to continue to share that message. It's just overwhelming.
If you're in Sarasota and interested in Yoga by the Bay with Erin, it is Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 a.m. at Bayfront Park. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Create your perfect summer right in your own backyard at The Great Escape. Save hundreds on a new pool with factory cash discounts, plus free installation valued up to $1,500. Get up to 65% off patio furniture. Save on dining sets, sectionals, and fire tables. Plus, we'll deliver it for free. Soak and save on all hot tubs, up to 30% off. Brands like Sundance and Jacuzzi from $49.99. Only at The Great Escape.
Shop The Great Escape.
We have a tradition of military schools in my family. My father, myself, and now my son.
Being in military school has been one of the most important things. I'm learning integrity, honesty, and commitment to community.
That's what the Law Offices of Sam Adams is all about. The nurse who doesn't come home at night because of a car accident, or mom and dad doesn't come home because of a trucking accident. We're committed to community, to fight for those who can't fight for themselves.
Fighting for the little guy. And that's how my dad runs his law practice.
Welcome back, and we hope you had a great 4th of July. Here's a look at Freedom Fest on Longbow Key, where kids got to release dozens of butterflies thanks to the Longbow Key Garden Club. And look at these PAW-TRIOTIC pups. I'm pretty proud of that one. They were part of the Hot Diggity Dog Parade, and the pups were judged on the best costumes, but they were all winners in my heart.
And thousands of beachgoers on the 4th of July means lots of fun, but lots of trash left behind. That's why Sarasota County organized a Liberty Litter Cleanup, and more than 100 volunteers came to help pick up trash at 9 different locations.
It's heartwarming to see all of the energy and attention that our volunteers put into the county. They really do care about making this a beautiful place to live, work, and play.
Crisp started the program 9 years ago and says with each year, people have been leaving less and less trash behind. So it's definitely working.
Now let's go to meteorologist Justin Mosley for your No Blues views.
Thanks, Hallie, and hi again, everybody. So good to be back here with you for this week's No Blues Views. And this week, we're going to take you outside to Texas, where we have an interesting cloud. This is a mammatus cloud, and they're so interesting. We had to share with you here on No Blues News because it's just such a rare phenomenon. Now, it does indicate some turbulence in the atmosphere, but again, such a gorgeous shot that you typically don't see when it comes to a regular thunderstorm. All right, that's your view of the week. And here at No Blues News, we believe that every cloud has a silver lining. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Thanks so much for joining us for another week of No Blues News. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with friends and family to brighten their day. If you have a story idea, you can submit it to me at hallie@nobluesnews.org. Have a beautiful week, everybody, and we will see you next Thursday.